Players are ready. I'm ready. Now the referee's ready. Here we go. Big Sky Women's Soccer here on a Friday night under the lights. And the Vikings with possession to start things off here. Green with it. Send it all the way back down to Cunningham in goal. Switch sides of the field over to Iangi. Iangi with the long pass. Knocked out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Renaya Burton, no, excuse me, that's actually Iangi that'll throw it in. Iangi gets it back, finds some space, got it into the box, squirts off to the side where it's picked up by Burton, and it's going to be our first corner kick of the match here in just a little over a minute or so in. So the first set-piece opportunity of the evening goes to the visiting Vikings. Abby Hoffman, second the Big Sky in shots and points, will send it in. Bengals able to clear it out, and a throw-in coming for Portland State right in front of the Idaho State bench. Sydney Watson holding it. She'll pass it along to Kalawiangi, who will do the throw-in. Headed up by Higginbotham. Iangi gets it back for the Vikings. Tries to slip it into Burton. Burton now back, looking for Elle Frazier. Elle at the edge of the box. Well defended by the Bengals. But the possession remains with Portland State. Iangi gets it over to Sydney Watson. They'll send it back to the back line and set things back up with Green. Green trying to find Elle Frazier, but it goes a little too long, and an easy pickup there by Jardstorff. She's waving her teammates ahead. We'll throw it over to Marta Nieto. Fulmer back to Nieto. Up ahead to Winton. Isabella Winton has it poked away. It will be a throw-in for the Bengals. Rachel Fulmer looking to throw it in. Mary Zah switches fields, finds Emerson Grafton. Grafton into the box. And jumping on it is Natalie Cunningham. Natalie Cunningham's 9 starts, 1.29 goals against average for the Vikings. 79% save percentage. Liv Frazier. Iangi. Too far ahead, picked up by the Bengals. Center of the field, Winton swoops in to get it, sends it down the side, looking for Sadri Bell. Bell has it knocked away, and the Bengals will have their first corner of the evening. Bell winning the corner, able to deflect it off of Iangi. And it looks like it's going to be Marta Nieto trotting over to take the corner for the Bengals.
Corner kick, Bengals.
So a set piece here, opportunity here for Idaho State. Here it is, Nieto. Bounces it into the box where it's knocked away by a Viking. And a throw-in coming for Idaho State. Bell will come take it. Sadri Bell, the Pocatello native. Grafton behind the back. Keeps it in. Tries to slip it over to Bell, but I don't know if Bell is quite ready for it. I think it's going to go out for a goal kick. Yangi stepping up. Long ball. Ahead of everybody is Elle Frazier, but trying to catch up quickly is Bella Anderson defensively. Frazier slips it into the box. 3 white shirts surrounding Burton, and it's going to be offsides. She tried to slip it down to Elle Frazier, but the Bengals did a good job of stepping up and making sure that Elle was offsides. All 3 Bengal defenders around it knew it too. Their hands went immediately up when that pass was delivered. So, free kick here coming from Kelsey Jardstorff. She sends it right in front of her bench, so a throw-in coming here for the Vikings. Kalabayangi. Taken away by Grafton for Idaho State. Yangi able to head it to get possession back for the Vikings, but given right back to the Bengals. Grafton will send it back to Jardstorff. Jardstorff will switch sides of the field, looking for Nieto. Taken away by Green. And it's going to go out for a goal kick for the Bengals and Jardstorff. Throw-in coming here for Idaho State. Deflected off a Viking. Nieto will get ready to take it. And a foul against Portland State as Isabella Winton hits the deck, and so a free kick opportunity coming here for the Bengals. Bella Anderson's going to set up Fulmer. Bell slides to keep it in, but has to give up possession in the process. And here's Yangi looking to go the other way for the Vikings ahead. Burton. And she was offsides. Grafton was there defensively for Idaho State, but Burton raises a flag on the offsides, and a free kick coming here for Idaho State. Jardstorff's going to come all the way up to take it. That offsides was in about the middle third of the pitch. So Jardstorff's going to come way out and take the free kick. Gives it over to Butterball. Over to Nieto. Middle for Peyton Dion. Anderson. Deflected by a couple of Vikings and then booted away, but Dion's there to step up and get it back for Idaho State. In the middle. Fulmer now. Edge of the box, centers it, heads up high by Watson. Dion does a nice job of boxing out and retaining possession for Idaho State. Butterbaugh is going to send it back to Anderson. Near side here for Grafton. Grafton boots it with the left leg and ahead of everybody, and it's going to go harmlessly out of the end line for a goal kick. Natalie Cunningham will set it up. Go short here. Booted ahead by Liv Frazier. Dion picks it up. Gets knocked over, and there's going to be a foul called. against L. Frazier. He didn't like the call. A little bit of a hip check there on Dion. And here comes the Bengals. Near side, Grafton. Into the box. And jumping on it is Cunningham. There's a couple of Bengals there in the box. Buchanan was lurking. Shaw was nearby as well. They ended up missing both of them, although chested down by Buchanan. But that first touch allowed Cunningham the time to jump on it before Buchanan could find a second touch and get a shot off. Butterbaugh with it. We'll send it back to Jargsdorf. Burton was kind of lurking in the area. Jargsdorf had to hurry and get it off. Now a throw-in coming here for Idaho State. Nieto. Bengals working around. Grafton has to go back and track it down. Higginbotham's there to put a little bit of pressure on her. Butterbaugh stepping up. Snaps it ahead to Nieto. Nieto in the box looking for Zah. Gets a head on it and a goal! Mary Zah puts the Bengals up on a gorgeous feed from Nieto. And the Bengals are up 1-0 here in the first half. Zah's fourth goal of the season on an absolutely gorgeous pass from Nieto. And got her head on it, and there was nothing that Cunningham could do about that one. So the Bengals strike first. Nieto to Zah, and it's 1-0 Idaho State. That was an absolute gorgeous goal for the Bengals. Couldn't have been a more perfectly placed pass for Nieto. Zah was able to connect, get it in the back of the net. There's one of my favorite soccer commentators of all time, Tommy Smith, would say, in the back of the old onion bag. It's 1-0 Bengals. For Nieto, that is her second assist. Taylon Butterbaugh also getting credit for assists. That shot from the Vikings goes high and wide. So Taylon Butterbaugh also with an assist. That's her first of the season. So a Mary Zah goal assisted by Marta Nieto and Taylon Butterbaugh in the 13th minute. And it's 1-0 Bengals here with just over 31 and a half minutes to play here in the first half. So the Bengals up on the first place Vikings here early. It's going to go into the Portland State bench, and a throw-in coming here for Idaho State. Harrison Grafton will take it. She'll send it back to Anderson. In the middle for Butterbaugh. There to put some pressure is Renaya Burton. And Jargsdorf is going to force L. Frazier to come say hello before she jumps on it. Now she's ready to push it ahead for Idaho State. So we mentioned the 21st goal of the season for Idaho State. It's the most since 2016 when they scored 24. It's the first time they've scored 20 goals in a season for quite some time. Bengals went on a stretch there in the middle part of the season where they were scoring goals in bunches, and they already have one here so far. So they look to hand the first place Vikings their first loss in conference play. Portland State also with 21 goals this season. Throw in here for the Vikings. Taloiangi in front of her own bench. That bounces over the top of Elle Frazier, picked up by Bella Anderson, headed back by a couple of players, and Peyton Dion finally tracks it down, and she's going to send it back to Jargsdorf. Set things back up. Pressure by the Vikings. Quickly gets it ahead, where it's collected by Green. Green sends it up, looking for Burton, and coming ahead to get it is Jargsdorf. And it's going to end up being a goal kick. Jargsdorf came out to play that aggressively and had a little bit of a collision there with Renaya Burton. Referee says play on, no harm, and it goes out off of Burton, and now goal kick here for Jargsdorf. Jargsdorf came out and got the ball. So an aggressive play and goal there for Jargsdorf. That's going to end up in the Viking bench and a throw in for Portland State. Yangi. And a throw in for Idaho State now in front of their own bench. Grafton will send it back to Anderson. She'll send it all the way back to Jargsdorf. Butterbaugh to Nieto. In the middle, Dion, they'll switch sides of the field. Near side here for Grafton. 1-0 Bengals. Sadri Bell, edge of the box, looking to center. Does. Vikings get there first, try to clear it out, but right back to Bell. She'll try it again. Centers. Once again, knocked straight back out by the Vikings, and this time able to collect it defensively is Liv Frazier. Deflects it off a Bengal, and a throw in coming for Portland State. Liv. In the middle for Green. Viking back line, just passing it back and forth, looking for an opening. Finally, Iangi tries to go long. Possession kept by Elle Frazier. Now ahead, looking for Burton. Jargsdorf, again, able to beat her to the ball. Quickly throws it out for Grafton. Bell, able to keep it in. The Vikings get possession. Haley Green, over to Iangi. Tried to slip it over to Higginbotham, but too far, and Grafton's able to beat it to it. Tries to go back hill, but ends up giving it away in the process. Higginbotham into the box, looking for Burton. Headed away by Butterbaugh, and Nieto picks it up for Idaho State. Looking to push. Za. Mary Za going down the sideline. Centers it. Vikings able to get to it first. And a throw-in coming here for the Vikings as they were able to deflect it off a Bengal. Throwing it in for the Vikings is Audrey Williams. Headed up and kept by the Vikings. Now booted ahead. Headed up by Butterbaugh. Burton knocks it ahead, but it's going to be a foul, I think, called. I think Burton pushed Winton in the back, trying to get some space to get her head on the ball, and a free kick coming here for Idaho State. So we take a look at it. Yep, it's a little bit of a forearm extended right in front of the referee, and now a free kick coming here for the Bengals. Bella Anderson And it's going to be offsides on the free kick. So Bengals got a little bit too far ahead of where they needed to be, and the flag goes up. First offsides call against the Bengals tonight, 2 against the Vikings. And here comes Portland State looking to push ahead. Center of the pitch for Watson. Near side looking for Higginbotham. Working on Bell. Middle of the box. Frazier. Butterbaugh there defensively. Did she keep it in? She did not. Corner coming for the Vikings. So a set piece opportunity. Second corner for the Vikings. 1-0 Bengals on an absolute gorgeous goal from Mary Zaw in the 13th minute. Opportunity on the set piece perhaps for an equalizer here for the Vikings. Abby Hoffman sends it in. Off a Viking, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think Portland State thought it was off a Bengal. Nope, it is a corner. So another corner, just other side of the pitch for the Vikings. So Hoffman's going to head on over to the other side and try it from there. So another corner here for the Vikings. 23 to go here in the first half. It is 1-0 Idaho State. Hoffman's ready. Here it comes. Punch straight up by Jargstorff. Still in the box, though. Swept away by the Bengals, high in the air. And I think it's going to be a handball called against the Vikings. I think it was Audrey Williams who got a hand on it as they were jockeying for position there towards the edge of the box. So a free kick coming for Jargstorff from the Bengals. Headed up by Winton. Iangi gets underneath it. Taken away by Fulmer midfield. Nieto sends it ahead. Looking for Buchanan. Liv Frazier gets there first. And that'll be a foul called against the Bengals. A little too aggressive there by Fulmer. A free kick coming for the Vikings. Liv Frazier. Take it. Headed up by Nieto. Fulmer back to Nieto. Winton has to fight off a couple of gray shirts. Keep possession. Nieto now sending it down the sideline. Bengals get it back. Zaw looking for Bell. Bell's able to get to it. Bell looking to center. Tried to find Buchanan in the middle, but intercepted by the Vikings. Bengals get it right back, though. Winton with a shot, but an easy, slow one bouncer to Cunningham to end the threat. Three shots on goal for Idaho State. Just one for the Vikings. Just one shot overall for the Vikings. Every shot in this match has been on goal for both teams. One for the Vikings, 3 for the Bengals. Idaho State has the one that found the back of the net, though, and it's 1-0 Bengals here. With just over 20 minutes to play here in the first half. Winton. Looking for Bell. Headed away by the Vikings, but Dion's able to get it back for Idaho State. Grafton now centers it. Fulmer's there, trying to get around the defenders. Slips it down to Bell. She's offsides, though. So the flag goes up on the Bengals, and a free kick coming for Portland State. Green stepping up for the Vikings. Goes long, looking for Frazier, but too long, and Jargstorf's able to collect it and rolls it ahead to Butterbaugh as the Bengals look to come the other way. Grafton trying to get around Higginbotham. Higginbotham stands her up, and now here comes the Vikings, but they're going to call a foul. Higginbotham thought she had a clean steal off of Grafton, but maybe that little push in the back at the very end probably what drew the whistle. Nieto. Wins it. Back to Fulmer, who's able to keep it in. Trying to get around Burton. Knocked down and taken away by Lucy Quinn. Nobody there for the Vikings, and Jargstorf will send it back up ahead. Butterbaugh. Dion looking for Bell. And a foul is called against Sadri Bell. She was working against Kalo Iangi. Iangi. Switch sides of the pitch. Sends it over to Williams. Cut off in the middle by Winton. She's trying to push it ahead. Buchanan. Taken away, booted ahead by Williams. Bell's there to collect it for Idaho State. Taken down and a foul called against Higginbotham, and this, no card, but I think a little bit of an extra talking to from the referee. Higginbotham looks like she just kind of grabbed her and pulled her down. So a free kick here in a potentially dangerous spot for Idaho State. Already up 1-0. 16.5 player left to play here in the first half. Bella Anderson getting ready to take it. In the box. Goes through a couple of Vikings, but Cunningham able to jump on it. Now the Portland State looking to push it ahead. Deep ball from Williams. A little too deep for Renaya Burton. Bella Anderson. Higginbotham's going to come force her to make a move. Bell heads it up. Knocked down by Frazier. Now Iangi. Bengals take it. Midfield for Winton. Tried to slip it through, intercepted by the Vikings. Back and forth possession here in the midfield. And Dion's going to send it all the way back to Jargstorf. A quarter hour to play here in the first half. It's Idaho State up 1-0 over Portland State. Mary Zah, the goal scorer for the Bengals. And the offside flag goes up again as Burton tried to get ahead of the Bengals. And a free kick coming for Idaho State. Fourth goal of the season for Za. Nieto and Butterbaugh credited with assists on the goal. Jargsdorf boots it ahead. Headed straight up by Hoffman. Za now with it for the Bengals. Slips it ahead. Fulmer centers it. Too many gray shirts in the way. Winton with a shot deflected by the Vikings. Grafton with it now. And another foul called against Portland State. So another free kick coming. I think the foul was on Renaya Burton. So a free kick here for Idaho State. Bella Anderson ready to deliver it. In the box, looking for Za. Vikings able to get there first. Now here's a long shot from Nieto, but goes well high. And our first substitutions of the night coming in for Portland State. It's like Ocean Rideout, CeCe Jenkins, and I believe that is number 13, Riley Larson, also coming in for the Vikings. As Hoffman, L. Frazier, and I didn't catch who the other Viking that went off was. Taken away by Sadri Bell, but they're going to call the foul. Bell thought she had taken off the Kalo Liangi, but a little too aggressive on the hip check. Now a free kick coming here for the Vikings. Liv Frazier centers it, works its way into the box, and Jargsdorf wins the foot race with Ocean Rideout to get to it. Now the Bengals trying to work a counter going. And have to work it back, so job by Portland State to force them to settle things down a little bit. Rachel Fulmer unable to keep it in there on the sideline, so a throw-in coming here for Portland State. Thrown in by Williams. Good ahead by Butterbaugh. Bengals with it, stepping up, and with it is Bell. Into the box, trying to get it to Buchanan. It will be a throw-in for Idaho State, I think, but we do have some substitutions first. As Aisley Allen will be coming in for the Bengals, as will Sienna Latta. Sadri Bell will come have a seat, as will Kaylin Buchanan. So Allen and Latta in for the Bengals. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. It is 1-0 Idaho State. Grafton throws it in to Za. Stood up there defensively by the Vikings. Nice play by Yangi. And another throw in here coming for Idaho State. Grafton again, looking for her options. Goes all the way back to Bella Anderson. Anderson boots it into the box. Allen's there. Can't quite control the first touch. Bengals lose possession. Swooping in to get it back for Idaho State is Winton, but taken right back by Yangi. Frazier boots it ahead, looking for Higginbotham. But unable to connect, and Jargsdorf's able to scoop it up. Butterbaugh just gets it past. A little bit of pressure there from the Vikings. She boots it ahead. Knocked down by Lucy Quinn. Vikings Switch sides, now working it up is Iangi. Taken away by Grafton. Grafton ahead, looking for Allen. And Allen's not going to be able to get there quick enough to avoid the Portland State throw-in. Iangi. Headed up and ahead by Riley Larson. Butterbaugh able to get possession for it for Idaho State. Middle of the pitch, Fulmer. Winton. Sends it back to Grafton. She'll step up. Slips it down the sideline, looking for Latta. Latta stood up, and it is off of the Bengals, so a throw-in coming here for the Vikings. Another throw in here for Portland State. Iangi tries to deliver it in front of Larson. This time it's a throw in for the Bengals and another substitution. Megan Tamashiro is going to come in. Mary Zah, the goal scorer, is going to take the rest of the first half off. Just under 8 to play here in the first half. Peyton Dion ready to throw it in for Idaho State. Actually, she's going to defer and let Grafton throw it in right in front of the Portland State bench. It's going to be off of Viking, and another throw in here coming for the Bengals. Grafton. Middle of the pitch for Dion. Dion sends it far side, looking for Fulmer. Fulmer. That hits the side of the net. It is off of Viking, though, so a corner kick coming for the Bengals.
Corner kick, Bengals.
Megan Tamashiro, who just checked into the ball game and was going to go take the corner for the Bengals. Just over 7 to play. 1-0 Idaho State. Here in a chilly but calm night at Davis Field in Pocatello, Idaho. Tamashiro ready to deliver the corner. Punched away by Cunningham, and it should be another corner, and is for the Bengals. So Cunningham just able to get a fist on that one to knock it away, but another opportunity for the Bengals, and this time it's going to be Marta Nieto who's going to go over and take it. Nieto with an assist already tonight. Wants another ball. Likes that one. She's going to set it up for Idaho State. Headed down by the Vikings. Nieto able to get it back momentarily, but a great defensive play there by Portland State by Iangi. Vikings trying to work a counter, but it gets too far. Grafton boots it ahead, looking for Allen. Fulmer also there. Fulmer's the one that gets to it. Fulmer in the box, headed back by Allen, but not enough mustard on it, and an easy play in the end for Natalie Cunningham.